We've done it! We finally made it to the letter D, playing every champion as a support. And who else to start off with than the D-Man himself? It's time for some Darius support. With Darius being in my top 3 most played champions, I've had a lot of time to theory craft some different ways to play him, which I'll be showing you in this video. Better yet, being well versed in the art of Darius gaming, I might actually be able to teach you a thing or two about playing Darius. Since this video is going to have a lot going on, I made sure to use timestamps to help you look for stuff that may interest you. I do ask that you help me out by watching the whole video, since it helps push the video up in the algorithm. But, as always, thank you for even clicking on the video in the first place, so feel free to skip to the parts that interest you. So, let's give some Darius tips before we move on to the builds. If you're already a seasoned Darius enjoyer, skip ahead to this time on screen to get straight to the builds. So, tip number 1, the Q flash. It's quite simple. Just press Q, and when he's about to swing, flash at the enemy to hit them. Tip number 2 is the easiest way to hit your Q sweet spot. For those of you who don't know, that's the part that heals you. From my many hours of playing Darius, the simplest way to hit someone is either with a W or E slow, and then just simply walk backwards. Obviously this doesn't work every time, because some champions have dashes, or could CC you, but it's a good starting point for new Darius players to learn the timing and positioning of his Q. Tip number 3 is to hold your E for as long as possible. You don't need to use it to get the passive armor reduction, and a lot of players are scared easily by it. So what you want to do is just run at them with W active, like the ape top laner we are, and then when an enemy uses their dash after you've slowed them, that's when you use your E to bring them back, and you just keep slapping them. Tip number 4 is the WQ animation cancel. Simply W someone and buffer a Q to cancel the animation of the W. It should look like this. The final tip is the ult flash combo. Yes, you can flash ult, but leave that combo to the Garens. We have the ability to flash while casting ult to reposition while still doing damage. This means you can execute someone with your ult, but also flash towards the next target to auto-attack them, fully stack your passive, and ult again. Now that you're a mechanical god at Darius, let's check out those weird builds I've cooked up. To save you time, I won't be reading out the items I built, nor the runes I went. They'll be on screen. The first build is the run around and kill people build. Simply put, it's just a normal Darius build, except you're missing an item because you're a support. The runes are also normal, taking Alacrity instead of Tenacity as a personal preference of mine, since the attack speed helps apply your passive faster. If you really need the Tenacity, then go for it, I can't stop you. The second build is the supportive Bruiser build. Iceborne Gauntlet and Black Cleaver are great for reducing damage, slowing, and shredding enemy armor, while still giving you a bunch of AD and HP. One thing to note is this Vigilant Ward Stone. This item is super underrated and gives you a 20% increase in health, attack damage, and ability haste, which this build has a lot of. Sell your support item for it in the extreme late game. Runes don't change here, but take Exhaust to make the ADC feel even weaker. The third build is my special anti-ADC build. Build Frozen Heart if the enemy ADC is more focused on attack speed, and Randuin's Omen if they're more focused on crits. Runes change slightly to have more armor, just to make the ADC feel even more useless. The fourth build is the one auto attack build. Simply run at an enemy with your W active, and auto attack them. If all goes according to plan, you'll be able to Runes are important here. You want Predator to be able to run at someone, and since Darius W has a unique property of fully applying crit modifiers, get as much AD as you can in your runes. Be sure to take Ignite instead of Ghost. You don't need to overdo it in the move speed department, because the final build is the bull. Let's have a little fun and build a bunch of move speed items. Being Darius, you'll still be able to deal a lot of damage, only now you'll be twice as fast while doing it. Be sure to take Ingenious Hunter to be able to use your active items more often. Now that you're mechanically gifted and knowledgeable about the best ways to dunk on unaware bot laners, subscribe and let's see those skills on the court.
I'm a bird.
Don't care, don't care, don't care, still don't care.
Yoink!
Another one.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I really like this build. It's unique, it's fun, you get to build an unpopular item, but man, I just had the worst luck. I couldn't win a single game. I had so many games where we did well bot lane, but we still lost because the rest of my team was tilted. I guess that's what you get for trying to record at 2 AM on a Sunday. Super proud of that well-timed E, by the way. I did make some cool plays in this game where me and Ashe were doing quite well, but my Eve and Sylas were at each other's throat, and our volley was getting rolled by an Alawi. So let's move on to game 3.
Bye, have a great time.
A few moments later.
So Darius support is a mixed bag for me. On one hand, I like the champion, so playing him regardless is fun. But, being a top laner, I hate having to rely on someone else in lane. So, if you have an ADC that wants to be aggressive with you, then Darius is quite fun bot lane. If not, queue top lane so you can 1v2 the enemy top and jungler instead. Thanks so much for watching all the way here. Your support means a lot to me. And if you've made it this far, you may as well subscribe to stay up to date with all my new videos coming soon. So, I hope you enjoyed, and as always, have fun and take it easy.